Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Angelo Christmas, and this is me documenting my journey to $20,000 per month as a high ticket sales rep. In this video, we're going to be talking about how I cold call someone at 3 a.m. in the morning. It's pretty crazy to even say that out loud, but I'm pretty sure you're wondering why on earth would I even be calling someone at 3 a.m. in the morning, especially a cold call. So, just for more context, it wasn't intentional. I'm in South Africa, and the leads I'm calling are American leads, which means that at the time of making the call, it was actually around 4 a.m. my time, which means that in America, it would have been about 7, 8, or 9 p.m., depending on the time zone. However, this lead was in a different country, and in that country, the time was 3 a.m. And I actually woke him up from his sleep. So, we're going to take a look and see how exactly that call went. So, let's dive in.
Hello.
Hi, Jeff.
Yes, speaking.
Hey, Jeff. This is Angelo calling from V-Trade on the recorded line. How are you doing today?
I'm sleeping. I'm in Kuwait, my buddy.
Oh, you're actually in Kuwait, my bad. No.
Before I play the rest of the call, most people after hearing that would be like, I'm so sorry I disturbed you, no worries, I'll give you a call tomorrow. But if you're a savage like me that doesn't take any objections to heart and just stays relentless and persistent until they hear no, yes, no, fuck you, or hang up, then you keep persevering and keep pushing through to try to overcome the objections. So I'll just replay that part and continue.
On the recorded line. How are you doing today?
I'm sleeping. I'm in Kuwait, my buddy.
Oh, you're actually in Kuwait, my bad. No, I called you out of the blue. My apologies for that. But I wasn't calling to have like a conversation or anything, Jeff. It's just that I noticed you haven't yet done your free metabolic assessment, which is pretty much to help speed up your metabolism so you can see results much quicker. And it is completely free, so no fees involved with that. So if you're up for it, we'd love to get you scheduled in with one of our metabolic experts. So would tomorrow or Friday be better for you?
Just tomorrow would be better.
So before playing the rest of the call, I just wanted to comment on, my mindset and my thought process in that moment. He told me it's 3 a.m. in the morning, he's sleeping. So it sounded like I just woke him up, to be honest, but I was like, just brushed it off. Like I apologized as well, but I brushed it off, laughed a bit, added a bit of humor, and then just continued with what I needed to say. And a lot of people might think that, that's a bit rude or, you're not really caring about the person. But at the end of the day, the way I see it, the ends justifies the means. If it means him having like a 10-minute conversation with me at 3 a.m. in the morning, but that could potentially result in him changing his life for the better, to me, that's worth it. It's not like I'm being a pain in his ass. Yes, I might be calling him unexpected at 3 a.m., but the outcome that's going to give him if he follows through with the offer that I'm selling is going to be life changing for him. So that's why that's a good way to think about it whenever you're handling objections. Don't let your prospects bully you into thinking that what they're telling you is actually true and it actually can stop them from getting to their goals. Obviously, this is not a typical objection, but it is still an objection. I did kind of brush it off, but if I didn't handle it how I handle it, if, for example, I didn't apologize or I didn't acknowledge that it's 3 a.m. in the morning for him, he could have been a lot more resistant. So that helped drop his guard a bit, and it allowed me to actually have a genuine conversation with him for the rest of the call. So I basically handled the objection, and then I closed by saying, okay, which day works better for you, tomorrow, or whatever I said on the call. So that's the mindset you got to have, especially if it's in the beginning of the call. Like if it's in the first minute or 2 minutes of the call, any objections, don't even take it to heart. Don't even think it's true, whether they're busy, whether they're driving, whether they whatever, going to a meeting, it doesn't matter. If they answer the call, then they have time to actually have a conversation with you. So at least try once to overcome it in any situation. But don't take it to heart, because most people, it's just their instinct to say, I'm busy, I can't talk now. Oh, call me back later. They might not even be busy, but it's just the fact that you're cold calling them, they'll say that. So don't ever let what the prospect says get in the way of you getting the booking. The only limitation you have is yourself. So having this mindset and this belief system will help you get a lot more bookings, because this prospect, if I just listen to what he said. I said, oh, if I just like bowed down to what he was telling me and didn't persevere through with the call, it wouldn't have been a booking, and I wouldn't have got as many bookings as I did on the day of that call. And let's say we scheduled a call back, maybe he just didn't answer after that. He could have blocked my number, and that's a booking I would have missed out on. And over a long enough time period, that starts to stack up. So always be relentless with these calls, always be persistent, and don't let whatever they say stop you from getting bookings. If they say no, I'm not interested, fuck you, hang up, that's fine. But if they give you a small, like a wishy-washy objection, or they say that they don't have time, just keep pushing through. Be relentless. So I'll play a little bit more of the call before we continue with the rest of the video.
Tomorrow. Okay, what time tomorrow works best for you?
What's the latest you got?
Depends on your time zone. What time zone are you on at the moment? Then I can let you know.
Kuwait time zone.
Kuwait time zone. Okay, let me actually take a look at that and let me just see here. So, Kuwait, let me just see here. Are you on vacation, I assume?
No, deployed.
Oh, you actually deployed. Awesome. Thank you for your service.
Well,
let me just see here. Okay, correct. Okay, so tomorrow. Okay, looks like the latest we could do your time would be 11:30 p.m. So I guess anything before.
For those wondering why there was a bit of long wait time between him telling me his time zone. I actually didn't know how to spell Kuwait, so I was trying to figure out how to get the time zone on the calendar to book him in. So that's why it took a bit longer. My girlfriend actually helped me with that at the time, so shout out to you.
For that. What would you
works perfectly. 11:30 p.m.
Okay, 11:30 p.m. Wonderful. I'll be more than happy to set that up for you. Just before I do, I would need to ask you a couple of really quick questions just to ensure that the metabolic expert you speak with can actually give you personalized advice to make sure you reach your goals, because everybody is different. So what's your current age and weight at the moment?
So that's pretty much the beginning of the call, and I was just about to get into his situation and his goals, his challenges before I actually scheduling the appointment. So that's pretty much how I call someone at 3 a.m. I just thought it would be a nice video to make, just to speak about the reality of cold calling. You're always gonna get objections. You're always gonna hear things that are not expected. That's the interesting part about cold calling, because every single person is different. They could be doing something completely different. Some person could be, in church. Another person could be skiing on a mountain, for example. You never know what you're gonna face. But the biggest thing to remember when on these calls is that these people, depending on the offer you sell, but most of the time these people are already interested in what you have to sell and the offer you have. So it's just about you gauging their desire and their capability, if they can, like, obviously commit to the program or have an interest in the program. And then it's just up to you to book in that appointment. And at the end of the day, no matter if they are busy, no matter if they're giving you a bit of resistance to stay on the call, just stay persistent, stay pushing through, and actually do what you're there to do, which is to serve them and help them. And as a result of that, you obviously make money in the process, which is a win-win situation. So always stay calm, always stay adaptable to these situations, because like I said, you never know what you're going to get. But don't fold, don't be a pussy, no matter what the objection is, unless it's something serious and legit, where you can actually hear that the background is so loud and they can barely hear you. Then you can let them off the hook for now. But aside from that, just always just brush it off. Like, just acknowledge it, address it, brush it off, and continue with the conversation. and always just remind them like how of the value that you have to provide. So just wanted to make this quick video to share with you guys. I thought it would be quite fun to make. And yeah, that's pretty much, it's Sunday at the time of making this video. So this week so far has been pretty good. I've booked 102 appointments, 104 appointments just this week alone. So January is going very good at the moment. And my days of appointment setting are very shortly coming to an end, because I'll be transitioning into a closer pretty soon, either in January or definitely late February. So I'll also be documenting that on the channel here. So if you're new to the channel, thank you for watching. Stick around. I'll be documenting my journey of getting to $20,000 a month as a closer. And even outside of sales, just me becoming the best version of myself I can be. And my goal with all this is to help inspire, motivate, and educate people along the way that also want to achieve in life, and become the best version of themselves. So if that interests you, if that resonates with you, I'd appreciate if you subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and let's win together. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.